If you have ever wondered what it would be like to have your health coach live with you as you're going through your health and wellness and specifically weight loss journey, today is your day, and this episode is for you. This is my favorite client ever, and you're going to understand why in a second. This is my husband, Kevin Wright.
Hi.
Who I call my sweet Kevin, but I'm going to try really hard not to do that in this interview. And so if you don't already know, I'm a natural bodybuilder, a professional figure pro with OCB, and then also an OCB MC and judge and a health and wellness coach. So I live and breathe this every day. You may be wondering, do you nag your husband to be healthy and well every single day of the week? I'm going to let him answer that as we get into things. But I will give some background. I had asked a question a few months ago. I said, I'm judging at a show in Pittsburgh in April. They're having a transformation challenge. Do you or someone you know want to do this? I didn't press. You're going to say if I'm a nag, but was I a nag?
No, you didn't press too hard.
And for disclaimer, I'm not judging the transformation portion. So I already had a transformation client in the show and pitched the idea to Kevin. Well, you take it from there. One day you came to me.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily that I came to you. Just you were talking about it. And I think it's just at the point that you were talking to me about it, I'd already reached a point where I was frustrated enough to make a change. So I was like, why not? Why not do it?
Yeah.
And it was kind of like a little motivation to just finally do it, because I think my mind was ready to start doing it. So
that's exciting. Yeah, fair enough. Because it wasn't like I woke up every day and had this on my agenda to press Kevin to do a transformation challenge. But it just so happened that that was happening at the same time you just reached a point where you said, no mas.
Yeah, I was tired, a little bit sick and tired of being a certain kind of way. And I don't think it happened overnight. I think it's just like, a certain amount of time goes by. For each person's probably a little different. And I just reached my point to where I got tired of feeling like crap and looking like crap. So I wanted to make some changes.
Okay. And you'd actually lost 5 pounds before you started
did.
working with me.
Yeah, we made the decision when we were going to start, but I started a week earlier and lost 5 pounds in that week. That was more like 2 weeks.
Okay. What were the changes that you made before I wrote you a nutrition plan those 2 weeks?
I just portioned less. That's it. Just portion less. And I got rid of alcohol immediately.
And then?
I think I had that one cheat weekend where I'd already had that trip planned to go into Arizona to see some friends out there. So I kind of just let, it all hang out a weekend, knowing that I'd ratchet it back when I got back from the trip.
Okay.
And it worked. Lost 5 pounds before I officially started.
That's amazing. So just to give the folks out there some numbers, we're not done with these 12 weeks. We're only 8 weeks in, but the numbers have been just mind-blowing. I'm so freaking proud of you for starters.
I have nothing to compare it to.
So when you started with me 8 weeks ago today, you were 269 pounds. And today your weight is, you stepped on the scale this week. What was it earlier this week?
247.
Okay, so down 22 pounds in 8 weeks. That's just under 4 pounds a week. That is crazy. No, that's not just under 4 pounds a week. But some weeks you did lose 4 pounds.
Yeah, it's been coming off pretty steadily. Same amount each week. Pretty close.
Right. And one of the most impressive, because I did just measure him right before we sat down to record this interview, your starting waist measurement was 46.25 inches.
Yes.
Well, it's not anymore. Today it's 42 inches in 8 weeks. So translation, fat loss. That is total fat loss. So I'm just so proud of you. And I thought we could talk about some of the details, because you might be surprised. Kevin and I don't sit around talking about food and nutrition all day. In fact, we talked about this very little. I sat down and wrote you a meal plan and off you went.
Yeah.
So what was it like folding into that meal plan?
Well, I just didn't question it. The way I looked at it was, you're the expert here. I don't know anything about it. I've never tried losing weight before in my life. For me, I spent my, when I was younger, I was super skinny. I always wanted to get bigger, gain weight. That didn't happen until I was in my mid 20s, late 20s. I just, midlife hit. The weight started accumulating places it don't need to accumulate. Yeah, I got frustrated and decided to, for the first time ever, to try to make a big change.
Kevin and I went to high school together. So yes, I can attest to this. At the 10-year high school reunion, Kevin showed up 5 inches taller and 100 pounds heavier, 100 pounds of solid muscle. So he was the guy that everyone was running around saying, have you seen Kevin Wright? It was just phenomenal. So that was a different transformation. These days, and so now we're 53. Also for reference, Kevin's 6'6" tall. So I think you held your weight pretty well.
Yeah, I'm able to hide extra weight easier because I'm taller. But I still got to the point where I was like, looking at my reflection in the mirror, just being out somewhere and seeing that gut sticking out further than the chest. And I was like, yeah, that's got to go. It got to be too much.
Okay, so that was the moment. That was the moment. And let's address the elephant in the room. Some women watching might think, well, of course he lost it fast. He's a man. What would you say to them about what actually drove your results?
Well, I think there's truth to that. I think we've seen males drop weight quicker, especially initially. Well, extra muscle mass on males usually helps. The more muscle you got, the more fat you can burn faster. And I've lost some muscle mass over the years. I used to be pretty hulking at one point, but I've lost a lot of that muscle mass, and I'll address that after this challenge. And that'll be a whole different kind of change. But
right.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're right. For the most part, males can. But I don't think that's a reason to just not try. If you're a female, females can do it too. Maybe it just takes them a little longer. And I don't know.
Oh, I know, because it takes me 3 times as long to lose that kind of weight for a bodybuilding show. It has Kevin. So yeah, I'm well aware of how those paces are different. But you're absolutely right. It's the added muscle mass just burns so many more calories per day.
Yeah.
But also validates strength training, the value of strength training. And that's something that I've really appreciated about Kevin's program and his healthy lifestyle changes. You didn't go balls to the wall out of the gate. We decided on a very moderate approach for you initially.
Yeah, I could have started out like hard workouts every single day. I just decided to let the food, I wanted to just do the food right. I just gave it all up. I stopped trying to think for myself, just follow what was you put on the paper. And it just worked out. It worked out well where the meals were good. I was getting enough. I never really hit a spot where I got really, really hungry. I was ready to eat when the time came, but I didn't feel like I was starving. And it was just refreshing to not have to think about it. I didn't want to get in the way of it. Like, you're the expert. Why not trust you?
You didn't want to get in your own way.
Yeah, why not trust you to take care of it? You're the expert. I'm not. I've never tried doing this before, so.
I appreciate that.
And there's something nice about that. It's just less stressful. Why am I going to sit here fumbling around with, thinking about what to eat when I've got the master plan sitting right in front of me on a piece of paper? I'll just do that.
It takes some thinking out of the equation, doesn't it? That's awesome. Well, you shouldn't be starving. I mean, we have you on 2,600 calories a day and really haven't changed that. If anything, you've had a few treat meals along the way.
Sure, yeah.
3-ish.
Yeah, just had a treat last night.
Tell us about it. What'd you have, Kevin?
We had Mexican fish.
We did.
And I had half of that. I had half of the portion that they served. And I had a big jumbo margarita, which was a big cheat. I haven't had one of those in a while.
Yeah, I almost edited that. And I said, I'm stepping off here.
But we've decided now we're a little more than halfway there. We're going to just tighten the nuts
4
a little
more
bit.
weeks. Yeah, 4 more weeks to go.
I think at this point I'll pick up the cardio and treadmill and workouts.
How much cardio have you been doing?
Try to do at least 3 days a week. 3 days on a treadmill walking.
Walking for how long?
No more than an hour, at least a half an hour.
Okay.
But I'd like to try to get an hour walking in.
All right. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how your results change. And you're on your feet for your job too, so you get some steps in that way.
When I'm at work, and I'm retired, so I work part-time, and that's 3 days a week. But yeah, I'm on my feet a lot at work, so that helps.
Okay. So again, we didn't micromanage or constantly talk about your progress thus far.
No, you kind of you trusted me to, well, I guess it helps you to trust me because along the way, we've been weighing me and measuring me. So you've noticed that there's been a positive change. So no need for you to nitpick.
Well, that's true. The success is happening.
Yeah, yeah.
But how did that independence, how did me not nagging actually give you the space to do your thing?
I don't know. I just didn't need it. I don't need it. I think when you're really truly ready, you don't need to be nitpicked and nagged and checked on when you're really, really ready. And I think that's where the success comes in is you got to really I don't think you can really make the change unless you're dead serious about doing it.
You're not kidding, because from time to time, women will reach out to me and say, how can I make my husband change his nutrition? How can I make my husband?
Can't make anybody do anything.
Ooh, I know.
You just can't.
It stings a little. It does.
And I regret not doing this sooner, but I mean, I was having fun with my biker lifestyle and my alcohol and eating the food, but now I don't even really miss the alcohol. It was nice having that margarita last night, but
Sure.
I don't ever feel like I need it.
How do you see the alcohol fitting in after the 12-week transformation?
I don't think it'll ever fit in with results, but where it'll fit in is I'll be able to enjoy life in a social setting at a much lower rate than what I was doing before.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Do you mind sharing what you were drinking before? Your drink of choice?
My drink of choice, oh my God, it's bourbon.
Okay. But you mixed it.
Oh yeah, different sodas depending on what the bourbon was, and the high quality bourbon I try not to mix. I take grief from that from some buddies that are aficionados. Yeah, but yeah, just the different sodas, which that's bad for you too. And I think I've gotten to the point now where if I'm having a soda, it's 0 sugar. It's the no sugar stuff.
Yes. That was definitely a trade up for you. So what I've noticed with Kevin is as his alcohol and soda has decreased, we also increased the volume of your food. How did you feel about the quantity of your food at first?
I initially thought it just wasn't going to be enough, but oddly it turned out to be satisfying. And I don't think we really, portion-wise, I've had to make any changes since we started.
Not yet.
Well, maybe now because this is a
plateau.
competition, maybe we change it now. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
We'll sit down and chat.
You tell me.
You're having wild success thus far. And so what's been a new snack or meal that you didn't expect to like?
Ooh. I like the popcorners for chips.
You do have room in your macros for those.
Yeah, I like the popcorners. Those are good.
You told me you're liking your evening snack now too.
Oh yeah, the chocolate protein shake for milk in a bowl of protein cereal. Yeah, it's really good.
So
It's like protein Cheerios. Yeah,
It
it's
is.
really good.
It is. It's the core Fairlife chocolate shake. You don't do the jumbo one. You don't do the 42 grams. You just do the 26. But we have your protein space throughout the day. And I think I saw them. Are they cookies and cream Cheerios?
I think that is cookies and cream Cheerios.
They're quote unquote protein Cheerios.
No, there's
but
not a whole lot of protein
No,
in it, but it's
no.
better than it on other cereals.
As long as you know that's over half the game. And what about, has your sleep changed at all?
A little better. I think the sleep's gotten a little better. I've kind of like self-inflicted damage by going to bed too late, but that's my decision. If I went to bed a little earlier, I'd probably get a little bit better sleep.
And your doctors advised you that helps with the T levels too.
Rest.
Okay. I'm not telling you what to do. Ultimately, your decision. And what's the one food you don't want to see ever again? Is there anything you've gotten
That I'm
sick of?
eating now?
Yeah.
Oh. Honestly, no.
Okay.
No, there's everything I'm
Okay.
eating, I'm fine with.
Yeah.
I haven't asked you to do any meal change.
No, we'll still look at it because, you have 4 weeks to go. We probably should, but it is working.
Yeah, I still see myself eating a lot of these meals anyway.
I do know that your water intake significantly increased with the onset of this plan.
And
That transition.
I haven't been perfect with my water, but I've probably instead of it being 100% perfect, I've been about 85% good with the water.
So if you had to nail down your next 3 action steps, your next 3 focus areas, let's just even say for the next week, what would those 3 be?
Improve on the water,
Okay.
tighten the wrench. I know that's coming for the food, and pick up the pace with my workouts.
Well, you've established a nice foundation. You've been hitting
good.
3-4 times a week
Yeah,
for...
But I think I want to go harder. Instead of just kind of making it to the finish line, I want to sprint across it. I want to just kind of coast into it. I want to, you ever watch races and people just the same pace all the way
I
to the finish
do.
line? But then you see other people push themselves, run really hard.
Or some people come from behind.
Yeah, there you go.
You'd be that guy.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, I have one final question. What's something that you learned about yourself through this process? I haven't asked you that.
It's a tough one. I don't think it's so much about learning. I don't think I've learned anything more about myself. I don't think I've learned anything more about myself. I'm just happy that I surrendered. I just surrendered to it. Like, I was ready. And when you're truly ready, you're going to surrender to it.
Yeah.
And that's, I'm sure you, I don't know, but you've probably had clients that have every excuse in the book as to why they can't do this or that. And I have to wonder, like, what their mindset is. Have they relinquished control and just take what's given to them? Or, I mean, it's easy for me to say because I've had a pretty smooth, so I guess other people struggle, I guess. And if they're struggling, then they probably have questions that they need answered. I can't really say that. I think the past couple weeks, you've seen the skill fight me a little bit at different times.
Sometimes.
Like, I had a day where I was 247, and then I had another day I was 250. It was after that. And then I think I'm at a point now, I think that's why we got to tighten things down.
Your body's getting
Because I think my body's going, what are you doing? Trying to hold on to what it can.
We're going to make sure your body knows it's in a deficit the next couple weeks.
All right.
No need to starve you, but I think that those are a couple takeaways. We turn the dials for you rather than do this all or nothing, workout twice a day. We haven't done any extremes like that. We've just turned the dials and your body's in a place where it can respond favorably. Aside from that, I mean, I think you've just really accepted the process.
Pretty much.
You said, you didn't fight it. You're not arm wrestling it. You're just like, okay, I'm in.
If I could summarize my experience, it's just 100% just surrendering to what it is you made for me.
To answer your question, I think some people discover when they do struggle, ultimately they're faced with the question, what are the lifestyle changes I'm willing to make, right? Is this a wish? Is it a hope? Or is it something that I truly want? Because like with your alcohol, there is some sacrifice involved. You do sacrifice a little bit socially sometimes, or something you enjoy.
And it's got to be up to the individual. How much are you willing to sacrifice?
Yeah.
And are you improving your life? Are you making your life more stressful doing it? That's the decision you have to make.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Kevin. I appreciate you sharing your story today. Are there any final words you would like to share with our viewers?
Yeah. If you find yourself in the fortunate position of being a client of Miss Jody Shakely Wright, just eat the paper. Turn your brain off and eat the paper.
I appreciate that so much. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see what the next 4 weeks brings. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining. I will have interviews in the future with other clients. In the meantime, if you do like this podcast, subscribe, share with someone else who is also reaching for their next level of health and wellness goals. And we'll see you next time.